Hello and welcome to the Equity Test Market recap for today, October 7th. Now, before I begin, I want to talk about some of the things that was going on here at Equity Sense. So, first of all, there is the Lucky 12 sale. So, this one here, just to be clear for everybody who is interested, is you get 1 year subscription worth for $500. If you look at under subscription, it is about 150 per month for a normal subscription. So you literally are saving about $1,000 off of the subscription by going annually. So it's something that we do as we go into the Christmas season here. So it gets refreshed every month with the first 12. So make sure you take advantage of it. If you got any questions, definitely give us an email or send us an email and all that wonderful stuff. So at the same time, those of you who trade forex definitely would have seen what happened with the pound overnight, and it's actually gotten us a lot of questions about learning forex and how to trade forex. So we do have that one where we get to train people in under 3 hours. It actually has gotten cheaper from $2,000. Now it's gotten to $9.99. So if you're interested, let us know. Again, it's 3 hours of your time, and it depends on what you want to learn. Obviously, stocks, futures, or forex, but we give you enough to be able to trade these markets and understand what's going on. There's also a primer there, a video to explain what's involved. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Now is the time to really get trained up properly so that you won't get confused or shocked when things like that happen the next time. Okay, so that's just something to understand and note. At the same time, earning season does start next week, so want to make sure you guys are aware and know what to do. We do have an options earnings strategy course, again for $500. It's good for earnings, and earning season really makes it easy to make money in a very, very short amount of time. So something to consider. So going back to what's happened, for the week, I think the biggest news is the GBP crash overnight. I'm sure you've already read different blogs, CNBC and Bloomberg saying, this is what could be and all that. At the end of the day, we don't believe it was a fat finger. If it was a fat finger, we would probably have recovered all the losses and even try to go higher. Maybe it's just a consequence of somebody really knowing something about to happen, or the fears of Brexit really coming to terms with with the market. At the same time, the market has no real bids. Something you guys have already maybe have an idea of when it comes to algorithms. Algorithms transact very quickly in a short amount of time, but they're not there permanently, whereas humans would be there to really put in bids for real prices and real price discovery. There is no real price discovery when it comes to algorithms because they are reactive rather than being proactive. And this is exactly what we have. And this is again our sole opinion, okay? Not necessarily all shared by everybody in the market. But that crash should probably be a precursor and sort of like a preview of what could happen if something really adverse does happen in the market, whether it's induced by Deutsche Bank or something else. The point there is that there's barely anybody real trading this market anymore, and it's really based on machines. And machines can be turned off if the owners don't want to be in those trades. And it's a really scary situation because if you're a forex trader overnight and say you went long GBP at 126 or 127 because you think there's a fundamental reason. There was a lot of blogs saying that it's time to buy the pound because of good news, and you put a stop limit, or you didn't put a stop limit, that guy drew down all the way to 120 or 119, and you would have been down for like $6,000 right there, and it would have been very adverse. Thankfully, though, after the Euro CHF fiasco back in January 2015, the regulators have actually changed in that the maximum loss for clients will be the account size that they have, and everything else that they incur will be um, the sole responsibility of the broker, right? So if you have $2,000 in your account and something like that happened overnight, the maximum loss you'll have is $2,000. Whatever is left will be uh, shouldered by your broker, which is again a pretty good feature in that way. Okay, so hope that makes sense. Hope that is quite clear with all of your trading. So we had a jobs number today, which was less than expected. So typically the market should have rallied rather than actually declined. We had that initial rally to 2158 on the S&P. before crashing. I think everybody got confused because we've been so used to bad data, market rally, and vice versa. But we had the opposite effect. At the end of the day, we don't really have the real data, and I'm not going to speculate because I'm not part of the mainstream media. So whether or not the market have just realized, things are really bad, and we've given up, then that's something that really should probably give you pause, because if that is the case, if bad news and the expectation that there's going to be more easy money is no longer enough for the market to rally, then what is really going on, right? Is the market starting to get smarter? Nobody knows, but that is something to kind of really think about. So if you're an investor, my really sort of like advice to you, if you're a long-term investor, make sure you have targets of exiting, just in case Deutsche Bank does go under and it starts off a cascade or a really severe chain of events that takes the market down. I don't want to sound like Peter Schiff or Jim Rogers, but just in case, you never want to take the risk, right? Just in case it is something, maybe this is the end of a cyclical bull market. I don't know. I personally don't have any more shares in my investments, so it doesn't really affect me because I'm a day trader. But something to just kind of note with your trades, okay? Don't forget there is an OPEC meeting this weekend all the way to next week, so that could probably keep some stocks bid. So again, if you guys are interested in learning, classes or giving us a try, definitely head on to the website www.equityscience.com. Again, we've got plans as low as $25, right? So you can definitely check it out. Got questions? Just hit the contact button here, and we'll be more than happy to answer you within 24 hours, and even talk to you if you want to talk. And yeah, go from there. Thank you for listening. This is Mike, and have yourselves a wonderful weekend. To our friends all the way out in the East Coast, please be safe. Please be careful, and hope you guys make it out safe and sound next week. Take care.